Okay. Hi, Megan. Greetings from Toronto. How are you?
To meet you. I got to go to Toronto this summer and it was beautiful. So congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And it's good that you came in the summer and not the winter. So you're
Yeah.
a smart lady. I already know that. First off, thank you for all the laughs. You've written all my favorite shows, so I appreciate that. But I want to ask you, Megan, when did you know you were a funny lady?
That is a very interesting question. And the answer is not till fairly late in my life. I have a twin brother, and growing up, I was incredibly serious and studious, and he was the class clown. And then in like maybe the end of high school, I arbitrarily decided I always loved comedy, and I was like, I guess I'll try to be funny. And then my brother became a doctor, so we had a bit of
Yeah.
a flip
And
flop.
doctors have no sense of humor either, right? So, yeah,
I hope
I
he's
don't think
not doing too many bits at work, but
yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for the series. I've gotten through most of it. I haven't had a chance to finish, but it is hilarious. And I love this, I love the movie so much. Obviously, clearly you did. How
yeah.
did you, kind of hook up with Elizabeth Banks, who's the producer, obviously, on this, and decide that you guys wanted to flesh out these characters and make it a series?
Yeah. So I, as you said, was a huge fan of the movies. I'm like a huge musical theater and a cappella dork, and I loved the music and I loved the friendship and the
Yeah.
jokes. Like Kate Cannon, who wrote the first movie, is so funny. Um, so Elizabeth Banks and Max Hantelman, we had sort of circled around each other for a few years trying to find something to do together. And they had the idea to maybe in the way that WandaVision and Loki were departures for Marvel, they
Yeah.
wanted to mess around with the idea of an extended Pitch Perfect universe that maybe was a little less obvious than just what you do with the characters in the movie track. And they came to me because I have a lot of TV experience.
Right.
So we sort of organically all together thought of this fairly specific idea, which is Bumper, the antagonist from the first couple of movies.
Yes.
Now your protagonist, who you're rooting for, and you're rooting for him because he's in a place he knows nothing about.
Yeah. And Adam is so freaking hilarious. I mean, no matter what he does, whether it's this or Righteous Gemstones or all he
Yeah.
is so funny. How do you guys all manage to keep a straight face and get any work done?
Well, I definitely did not keep a straight face. I was constantly laughing, and I think I probably ruined some takes because of laughing off screen, which is very professional. But I have also been a fan of Adam like since Workaholics. I was
Yeah.
obsessed with Workaholics. I also think Righteous Gemstones is so funny, and I was really excited to try to find a middle ground between Adam doing his like crazy sort of brash comedy mode, but then also he's an incredibly good actor. And there's
Yes.
moments of real pathos in this show that I hope, will show the world his wonderful range.
Yeah.
So it was fun to work with someone who has so many tools in their arsenal.
Yeah. And of course, as you say, I mean, there's so much going on, and you have that opportunity to flesh it out. But the challenge has to be, getting the singers up there, presenting the music, like finding that balance between the story and the musical numbers. How difficult or challenging was that for you?
Well, we also wanted to, we meaning the writer's room, like wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that music was used in a lot of different ways in this show just to make it more interesting. So we have your just straight up performances, whether a cappella or covers or original music. We have an original song from Ryan Tedder, who is like one of the most famous songwriters.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. But we also have dream sequences and fantasy sequences where Bumper is like in a reverie about his crush. And we have a cappella in a dumpster. And
I
so
love it.
we wanted to make sure that you were constantly surprised by how we used music.
Yeah, yeah, I love it too. Well, I'm also a theater geek and a cappella, so I'm right there with you, my friend. This was, like I say, I can't wait to finish it. It is so, so good and so funny. So thank you again for everything that you do. I really appreciate you. And then come back to Toronto next summer and we'll have a coffee.